In this video, we're diving into two standout features that could position the Tesla Semi as the most advanced electric truck on the market. Plus, stick around to the end for the latest confirmed update from Elon Musk and his team regarding its production timeline, release date, and manufacturing scale. So, what makes the Tesla Semi such a compelling business opportunity? As we've mentioned before, it's a game changer when it comes to total cost of ownership, TCO. Similar to the Optimus robot, its value is defined not just by the purchase price, but by how much you save over time. The Tesla Semi is far more cost-effective to operate than traditional transport options. What might surprise many is that the Tesla Semi units we've seen so far are all first-generation models, assembled using early-stage production capabilities at Gigafactory Nevada. While the current figures on performance and production are already impressive, this is only the beginning. During Tesla's Q4 earnings call, Elon Musk confirmed that the next-generation Semi, referred to as the Semi 2, is set to launch this year. It will be built at a brand-new facility designed specifically for large-scale manufacturing. Skepticism around the Semi's potential is understandable. Since its initial reveal in 2017, fewer than 200 units have made it onto the roads, including those operated by Tesla and commercial partners. Naturally, many wonder if an electric truck can really match up to the reliability and strength of diesel-powered haulers that have been industry staples for decades. However, nearly 8 years of development and real-world testing have proven something crucial. The Tesla Semi operates at a much lower cost than diesel trucks, and the profit margins speak for themselves. A perfect example of this came during Pepsi's participation in the Run on Less event. One Tesla Semi managed to drive an astonishing 1,076 miles in a single day. Let's break down the numbers. Based on California's average electricity rate of 30 cents per mile, the cost of that trip in a Tesla Semi came to about $322. In comparison, a diesel truck covering the same distance, factoring in an average diesel price of $3.66 per gallon, would spend roughly $3,936 on fuel alone. That's a jaw-dropping cost difference of $3,614, meaning diesel is over 12 times more expensive to fuel. And there's another edge the Semi has. Because it's electric, it doesn't require downtime for rest the way human drivers do. While U.S. regulations currently cap truck drivers to 11 hours of work per day, the future could bring changes. With autonomous features in the pipeline, the Tesla Semi might just evolve into a self-driving transport machine, cutting the need for human drivers significantly. Elon Musk emphasized this during the Q4 earnings call, noting that trucking is a demanding job. There's a growing shortage of drivers in the U.S., with more people leaving the profession than joining it. That's creating real challenges in the logistics industry. Autonomous electric trucks like the Tesla Semi could be the solution to a problem that's only getting worse. Elon Musk has emphasized that the future of autonomous trucking presents a massive financial opportunity, potentially generating billions in annual revenue. He even mentioned that the market could eventually reach a value of $1 billion per month. If a Tesla Semi were to stop after 11 hours of operation, it wouldn't be due to any limitations of the truck itself. Rather, it would be because the driver team has reached the legal limit for work hours. While fully autonomous electric trucks will take time to perfect, we're on track to reach a point where trucks could operate entirely without drivers, offering a new way to transport goods. What's crucial is that the Tesla Semi, unlike other autonomous vehicle concepts that rely on fixed routes or controlled environments, will be capable of operating across various terrains and road conditions. This is made possible by Tesla's advanced, full self-driving technology. One key advantage is that in the U.S., a large portion of freight, about 80%, travels through just 10% of the country's key trade corridors. This means that nationwide route mapping is well within reach for Tesla's current self-driving capabilities. However, there's still a significant hurdle: state regulations. Some states currently prohibit testing autonomous trucks on public roads, which remains a major barrier to fully integrating electric trucks into cities. From a cost-saving perspective, adding autonomous driving technology would increase the truck's price by roughly $50,000, bringing the total cost to around $200,000. But even with this increase, it would still be less expensive than paying for a human driver. When you break it down, that extra $50,000 spread across a truck's 1 million mile lifespan results in just 5 cents per mile, far less than the cost of labor. The biggest savings, however, come from eliminating the need for driver wages. With U.S. truck drivers earning between $80,000 and $120,000 per year, that's equivalent to $80 to $120 per mile. Labor costs currently account for about 50% of a truck's operating expenses. While autonomous trucks won't fully eliminate jobs, they could shift the nature of the work. Self-driving trucks will likely handle long-haul routes, but tasks like loading and unloading cargo will still require human workers. This means that instead of replacing jobs, autonomous trucks could enhance the logistics industry and provide new opportunities for workers. For long and repetitive routes, such as the journey from San Diego to Austin, Texas, which takes about 18 to 20 hours, an autonomous truck could complete the entire trip without the fatigue that limits human drivers. This would allow human drivers to handle the beginning and end of the journey, loading and unloading goods, while the autonomous truck takes care of the long, monotonous middle stretch. This shift would not only improve driver efficiency, but also allow drivers to spend more time at home with their families. The main goal of removing human drivers from long-haul trips is to increase safety, productivity, and quality of life. Tesla's full self-driving system has already shown that autonomous vehicles can respond 14 times faster than human drivers and have superior vision, even at night. Given that the U.S. sees about 5,000 truck-related fatalities each year, this technology could be a game-changer in making our roads safer. Human error is the leading cause of most accidents on the road. Autonomous trucks, unlike human drivers, don't experience fatigue, won't get distracted by movies or phones, and maintain full attention at all times. So, when considering the future of transportation, the question isn't just whether Tesla can compete with diesel trucks. It's why anyone would choose anything other than a Tesla Semi. With the clear cost savings, environmental benefits, and the opportunity to future-proof a business, the choice becomes obvious. But how efficient is the 2025 Tesla Semi, really? Does it use a 48-volt electrical system? And what makes it superior to the traditional 24-volt systems in large trucks? Some in the transportation industry argue that Elon Musk doesn't fully appreciate the power of a V8 engine. As a truck driver himself, Musk leans more toward the 1-megawatt motor in the Tesla Semi. In the US, most large trucks are powered by 24-volt systems, while most passenger vehicles, electric cars, and smaller commercial vehicles like the Ford F-150 or Tesla Model 3 rely on 12-volt systems. Historically, trucks in the US adopted the 12-volt standard, which eventually evolved into the 24-volt system. This system became widely used as the U.S. built its interstate highway system after World War II. Now, however, a shift is underway. With the global rise of 48-volt systems, Tesla's Semi Gen 2, set to debut this year, will prioritize this system to enhance its efficiency and performance. This system is more critical for electric trucks than for gasoline-powered vehicles because electric trucks need to handle higher power demands and support regenerative energy systems, like regenerative braking, which extends the range and reduces the need for frequent charging. In terms of real-world performance, the adoption of the 48-volt system presents clear long-term benefits. For instance, Saia, a major freight company, recently added 2 Tesla Semis to its fleet. In their press release, Patrick Sugar, Executive Vice President of Operations at Saia, shared their positive experience. During testing, the trucks demonstrated excellent power and efficiency on both short and long routes, achieving an energy consumption rate of 1.73 kilowatt-hours per mile. Drivers were particularly impressed by the smooth acceleration, comfortable design, and the truck's ability to maintain speed on steep inclines, even with heavy loads. This positive feedback mirrors the success of previous test runs by companies like PepsiCo and DHL, which also praised the Tesla Semi's performance in real-world conditions, underscoring the potential this truck has in transforming the freight industry. Saia has now joined the ranks of companies that place their trust in the Tesla Semi. The performance of the Tesla Semi has shown consistency across various businesses. For instance, Saia recorded an energy consumption rate of 1.73 kilowatt-hours per mile, while DHL's test showed a similar result of 1.72 kilowatt-hours per mile. PepsiCo achieved an even lower rate, recording just 1.61 kilowatt-hours per mile. These results suggest that the Tesla Semi is indeed primed for widespread use. The vehicle's exceptional performance is a key factor that makes it a viable option, as it can travel up to 500 miles with a full load without sacrificing its cargo capacity. When comparing the Tesla Semi's range to its competitors, the difference is striking. For example, the Volvo VNR Electric, as listed on Volvo's website, claims a range of up to 275 miles. However, the fine print reveals that its actual range is closer to 220 miles. In contrast, the Tesla Semi has a much greater range and boasts impressive charging speeds with Tesla's new V4 supercharger system, enabling it to charge at up to 1,200 kilowatts. The Nikola Tre, its closest competitor, can only charge at a maximum of 350 kilowatts, and other models charge even slower. For instance, the Volvo VNR Electric has a maximum charging rate of 250 kilowatts, and the Freightliner eCascadia charges at 180 kilowatts, or up to 270 kilowatts with dual charging. This exceptional charging capability underscores the Tesla Semi's potential to replace diesel trucks in many real-world scenarios. Another standout feature of the Tesla Semi is its ability to cover an impressive 500 miles on a single charge, even with a fully loaded truck, without compromising cargo capacity. At the IAA Transportation Expo 2024, Dan Priestley presented data showing that the Tesla Semi weighs less than 10,500 kilograms, putting it on par with some of the heaviest diesel trucks. With its weight, range, and charging capabilities, the Tesla Semi is positioned as a leading contender for long-term use in the freight and logistics sectors. If we consider the truck's potential capacity, with a weight of 23,000 pounds and a trailer weighing 10,000 pounds, the total cargo capacity could reach approximately 49,000 pounds, comparable to the capacity of a standard diesel truck. Traditional diesel trucks typically have a cargo capacity ranging from 44,000 pounds to 54,000 pounds, depending on the truck's weight and fuel load. As for Tesla's production plans, the company is preparing for the mass production of the Semi in 2025. Tesla recently completed the roof and walls of its new Semi factory in Reno, Nevada, and the installation of equipment will begin soon. The first high-volume Tesla Semi builds are expected to be completed later in 2025, with ramp-up starting in early 2026. According to Elon Musk, production in 2025 will be enough to capture 10% of the U.S. Class 8 truck market. Some industry observers are hopeful that the Tesla Semi, with its potential to last up to 1.5 million miles, could capture as much as 20% of the market, though this remains a difficult prediction. Tesla is also building a new mass production facility for the Semi near its Gigafactory in Nevada. The new $3.6 billion factory spans 4 million square feet and is set to produce 50,000 units annually. This will make the Tesla Semi more widely available, especially with the integration of new 4,680 battery cells, which will further improve its range and efficiency. The new factory is nearly half the size of Gigafactory Texas, which spans 10 million square feet and represents a massive step toward achieving Tesla's goal of ramping up production. This facility is expected to become one of the most productive truck manufacturing plants in the U.S., and with electric trucks currently occupying a small segment of the Class 8 market, the goal of producing 50,000 units per year is a significant milestone for this sector. If the adoption of electric trucks slows down, Tesla could face a significant competitive disadvantage, as it would have no foothold in the commercial service sector. Thanks to incredible footage from Zangler, we now have a clearer and more accurate view of the progress being made at Tesla's production facility. The walls of the plant are now enclosed, and work is actively underway on the stamping presses. A few weeks ago, reports indicated that substantial grading work was also in progress at this site. The Tesla semi-truck has always been a captivating vehicle, sparking interest even from those who don't typically follow the trucking industry. This interest is driven by the fact that for the first time, there's an electric truck capable of traveling 500 miles, accelerating from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 20 seconds, and carrying a full 36-ton load, all while being much faster than traditional diesel trucks. Additionally, it can recharge up to 70% of its battery in just 30 minutes. These capabilities make it one of the few electric trucks globally that can achieve such feats. However, critics of electric trucks argue that once the Tesla Semi has completed its 500-mile journey, diesel trucks will still be running strong while the Tesla Semi may be stuck at charging stations. Some believe that this limitation will prevent mass adoption. Yet, many drivers who have tested the Tesla Semi claim they would never want to drive any other truck, thanks to its superior driving experience, energy efficiency, and low operational costs. These factors position the Tesla Semi as the leading electric truck on the market. Although production delays due to the limitations at Giga Nevada have held it back for years, 2025 will mark the year when Tesla Semi enters large-scale production with full self-driving integration. Elon Musk has continually highlighted the tremendous benefits of the Semi, and now it's clear that it's poised to revolutionize the trucking industry. For transport companies, choosing to avoid the Tesla Semi is essentially leaving money on the table. In just over a decade, diesel trucks will be a thing of the past as countries around the globe move toward electric vehicles. Europe, for example, has already passed a ban on the sale of new gasoline and diesel cars starting in 2035. In the U.S., California has approved new regulations that will ban the sale of large diesel trucks by 2036, requiring all trucks to be zero-emission by 2042. Within the next 10 to 15 years, diesel trucks will become increasingly rare on the roads. This is why Elon Musk's ambition for electric vehicles, particularly in the trucking industry, is so crucial. While many are still debating whether electric trucks can fully replace diesel ones, the Tesla Semi is already here, demonstrating that it can go toe-to-toe with diesel trucks and even eliminate many of their limitations. The Tesla Semi currently features an 850 kilowatt-hour battery pack, consuming 1.7 kilowatt-hours per mile, with a confirmed 500-mile range across its testing phases. Additionally, the company plans to transition to using 4,680 battery cells, further improving the truck performance and efficiency.